was a big trade in the sports world. Luka from the Dallas Mavericks was traded in exchange for Anthony Davis in a 3-team deal with the Utah Jazz. The Lakers will acquire Luka and 2 other players from Dallas Mavericks. Anthony Davis, Max Christie will for Anthony Davis and Max Christie, and the Lakers' 2029 first-round draft pick. Both teams confirmed on Sunday. It kind of shook the world a little bit. I just want to know what y'all thought about this trade.
I love the trade for both sides.
I loved it. I loved it.
Why?
I loved it because by the way, shout out to Jason Kidd and whoever is the owner, the GM for the Dallas Mavericks. Luka's a great player, but they knew he didn't have the discipline to be the greatest. He can put up points, he can win, but it's hard to win consistently when your best player is also your laziest player. When your best player is also a player that like they say, I guess he drinks beer all the time. That's a big deal. He drinks a lot of beer. When your best player is that. And I think Luka is going to get a hard smack in the face. The Mavericks fans were great to have him. The Lakers fan, you better fucking win.
Yeah,
you a Lakers fan. Like the Lakers fan is that you got like, you better win.
Till I die.
And by the way, you following Kobe's footsteps. You better. Kobe Bryant has set the tone for what it looks like to be a professional, a Laker, and all that shit in between. And to me, Luka, as much as everybody's saying it was a bad trade with the Lakers, what the Dallas Mavericks are doing, they got rid of the one person killing their locker room, in their opinion.
I'm gonna tell you why it was great for both sides. One, start with the Lakers. The Lakers are about Hollywood, selling jerseys, and legacy. That's it. Like Anthony Davis post LeBron James is not a big enough name to carry a storied franchise. We are the greatest franchise in sports history.
In basketball.
Period. Well, sports history, a lot of people
not sports.
Not over the Celtics.
Basketball.
Definitely over the Celtics. Definitely.
Celtics got more championships than y'all.
One more, but I mean, they just got it.
And they're better than y'all.
Okay, well, let me say this. We will always be the most storied franchise in
basketball.
No, in basketball,
who's
right?
more storied?
The Cowboys.
The Yankees.
The Yankees.
Shout out to Dallas.
We can talk about that on another show. But let me tell you why it's great.
Maybe not the Mets.
Let me tell you
Not
why
the
it's
Mets,
great.
nigga.
My bad.
Luka Doncic.
The Yankees, the Yankees,
Cowboys.
the Patriots.
I'm not jacking that one.
I'll tell you this.
They're a storied franchise.
A player like Luka Doncic, you will take him to run your franchise on his worst day over the best day in somebody else. Why? Because he is tough. Like, it's almost like Shaq. If you watch the interview with Kobe and Shaq, Kobe's like, I'm pissed off because you're so talented, but you come into the league every year fat and play yourself into shape. It pissed me off. Luka's the same way. He comes in the league fat, but once he gets to it, right? So for the next decade, amazing. The Dallas Mavericks, I'm going to tell you why it's an amazing trade for the Dallas Mavericks. They want to win now. Regardless of what you think, you have to assemble a team that can beat the Boston Celtics. The Dallas Mavericks have the most lethal front court in basketball right now.
And they got the most clutch point guard in basketball right now.
If you want to beat the Boston Celtics, you have to, their kryptonite is rebounding the ball. Now Dallas, the same team they played, is like, you won't get one of these rebounds. It's not going to happen.
And let's be clear, here's the real issue. One thing we don't talk about sports enough is alpha personalities. We like to focus on talent in sports. Talent on sport, like Derek Jeter wasn't the best player on the fucking Yankees. He was just the alpha personality that the players respected. Let's be clear. Every time, well, except for 2020 bubble, I'll give you all that. That was the first time LeBron was the alpha on a championship team.
True.
And when he won with Cleveland, if it wasn't for Kyrie Irving, he don't get that championship. And Dwayne Wade showed, and Pat Riley showed him how to win in Miami. Basically what I was trying to say is that we don't focus on the personality enough. Let's be clear. When LeBron and them won a championship in 2016 with Cleveland, Kyrie got traded the next year. Because you know why? Kyrie didn't want to play with LeBron no more. He felt like he has the alpha Kobe personality. That's why LeBron was able to win with him, right? So what I'm telling you now is AD is not an alpha personality. He's talent. Imagine Kyrie Irving with 3 7-footers running down the court Oh my
Not
God.
to mention, you got Clay
And Clay.
and they just got Caleb
And he
Martin
could shoot.
from the 76ers today.
And they got who?
Caleb Martin from another 3-and-D guy that's going to be scrapped.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you.
nasty.
Listen. I like what the Mavericks did because in this new world we need people that pick the right over talent. Not just talent. Because and by the way, that's why the NBA sucks, right? Because you got people like Zion, talented as fuck. He ain't gonna never reach his potential until he get disciplined and start eating healthier and knock that weight off. So for me, it's like that's why we got so much respect for Jordan. That's why we got much respect for LeBron and even Kobe, because these guys brought it in game shape every year, and Luka isn't. And to be honest with you, I'm glad they trade him, and I'm glad they trade him to the Lakers because I don't think the Lakers are going to win the
The
championship in
Dallas
the next 5 to
Mavericks
7
will win
years.
the championship this year. I said it here first.
I'll
You think they will?
accept that.
Yeah,
I'll accept that on
absolutely.
behalf of
They gonna
Dallas.
beat the Knicks.
I do want to bring up
Knicks
though,
lost OG.
a lot of players
He
have
tore
been
his Achilles.
speaking out about this trade, saying that they desire for the players to be loyal to them, but these organizations are not loyal to the players. So I just wanted to, I guess, get y'all's opinion on the loyalty, because neither one of these players knew that it was coming, and it just was like, it seemed like it was out of the blue. Luka bought a $15 million house the week
12.
before. Oh,
12
12
million.
million. I thought it was 15.
AD bought a
They said
$32
15
million.
No, but AD
Right,
house
right.
is incredible.
prior to
You see
the
the
week
inside of his
before.
house?
So
I'll be pissed if I was
I'd
him.
sell it to Luka.
So
that
I just wanted to get y'all's opinion on that, because it's a lot of things that go on with these players. Like, they're making millions of dollars. So, I know that we a lot of times don't often empathize with millionaires, but I think it's kind of,
Well, let me jump in and say this. There's been a lot of talk about that. By the way, the NBA basketball has always been my number one sport up until recently. Football is my number one sport now, right? But there's been a lot of lack of interest in the NBA, and everybody's trying to figure it out. And I'm gonna tell you the truth: the lack of interest in the NBA is all based on the NBA is the league that supports their players. Their players are more important than anybody else to them. The NFL, their customer is most important.
No question.
And that's why the NFL is so much bigger. So to me, what you're saying is really the problem. If you're paying me $35 million a year, and as long as I keep getting at it, if you trade me, that's not disloyal to me. Because sports, people don't understand, it's all about winning and losing. And if you're losing, we got to trade to get someone that can help us win.
Right.
So, and if you're not helping us win, then you should be looking in your mirror rather than looking in at us trying to say that. So for me, that's the big problem with sports. Like, these teams don't have loyalty. What loyalty do you want?
these are like-
they should be loyal to. No, I know what you're saying,
yeah.
Stanzza. I'm a sports fanatic.
Right.
They should be loyal to their fan base. That's why you got low management. You got people like Kawhi making $50 million a year, don't play what he want.
Right.
You got Embiid come out and
Yeah.
say, I play with no
125
back to back. Like, the NBA is allowing their players to run the fucking game. To the point, let me tell you how bad it is. To the point where NBA owners can no longer refer to themselves as NBA owners because the players get mad at the word owner. You don't own me. Like, bro, this is a fucking game. It's a sport. If you're lucky enough, if you're blessed enough to be in this, shut the fuck up. Dog, you don't ever hear me, when people complain about Spotify, I've been on this show saying, stop. Why are we complaining too much about the shit was wrong? Like, stop complaining. Go out there and win. Some people will I know some people, listen, I know we doing pretty damn good. Right? And I know I'm doing pretty damn good because I know that they pay me pennies, which means that I got to work a little hard to make those pennies out of the dollar so my money can fold. Why are you complaining about pennies we making when you should be focusing on how to get more money in the system? Like, to me, we got to stop. My goal for 25 is to stop men from bitch assness and bitching about shit that's wrong with the world. If it's not wrong with you, if it is wrong with you, you should go fix it. But if it's not wrong with you and it's just something wrong with the world, why the fuck are you so emotionally invested in it, my nigga?
Yeah.
You got way your bigger shit to worry about.
The league is soft. That's number one.
Well, but these were previous players.
But no. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get to that. But the league is soft, and he's soft too.